Hello everyone, welcome here. This lecture you are going to learning variables in Java. So what are variables? How and why we require to create variables and use in programming language? So it's a really very important. For this I'm going to show you a simple real world examples how to create and write these variables declaration and writing, and what the rules we have to frame for to understand a clear variable creation. Here I'll show you. Let's see, I just trying to creating a new file under source, here, and src new Java class variables. Wow, perfect. Now here inside public means public accessible method. That's it. This keyword we'll use for public accessible method. We'll create a public. Static, yes, it will be perfectly static method. It won't be not dynamic. Dynamic means the keep on changes. The static forever, how the execution will happens, this method will be static. The way of result also it will provide us in a static way. And void, there is a no return value when we are using this void keyword. These are very important for every method which we will implement in as a main method, like a capital letter string, which is a array, and args arguments, open and end braces. Here we are going to be declaring something like the variables. See, the file name with the file extension of Java, and so similarly the class, a class would be here like public class variables. Inside main class we have implemented over here. What are variables? So variables, it's a comment line I am writing here. Variables are containers for storing values or data. You strongly remember, anyone, see, variables are containers for storing values and data. What is a container? What is how it is going to be storing? This will be known one by one. Yes, in Java there are different types of variables. The types of variables, different types of variables are there. Just I'm trying to putting a comment line here, like a string variable. Yes, which is going to be like a string variable means which is going to be like a store text, which is going to be store text. Earlier also we have seen like double quoted text, some hello world and welcome. These are the keywords which is surrounded by the let's simply I can say that double quotes are here with Java. This is a simply we can say that it's a string. It's a data type which is a double quotes if it is surrounded means, which is called like a string type data. This data if we are storing into a variable which is called string variable. Perfect. Now the same way int, which is implies this int stores, int, this is a stores like a integer data types. Integer is nothing but simply 0 to 9 numbers. So also we call it as whole number. It might be, we can say that these whole numbers, we can say that like a 23, these are the number, or 4 5 6, any number we can say that. It may be like a positive or negative. Yes, negative number also we can say that. There is a ranges limitations are there. Whenever you want to entering and more data types and ranges, you will be known what the figure exactly we can store, what type of data type it is. And float, when we are creating a float data type, it's simply like a number only. Simple difference, number only, whereas it is stores a floating point number with a decimal points, storing floating point numbers only, such as 20.99. it might be positive or negative 4.56, this way. Yes, where the number is having decimal point, which is also called as a floating point numbers. Perfect. Now another one is char. Yes, what is char? It stores this type of variable this type of variable when we created, it will be like a surrounded of a single quotes with either small letters or capital letters of a single character only, either surrounded by single quotes. Yes, not double quotes. You can make it like a, most probably you try to apply single quote characters. Yes, in real time, what are the single quotes? If you are making like an attendance and a student like a present absent, like a P or absent, like a one is a P we can use for present, or absent if we want to use most cases of student management system, the status will use for either present or absent. Such a data type of variable or storing of the data into the database, a single character is sufficient to understand the status of an student status, whether it is in a present or absent. In such way we can use the characters. And Boolean, this data type stores a simply like a variable. This data type defined variable stores a simply either true Boolean expression or false, true or false. Also in like a binary scenario, you may check with that 0, 1 also will be taken care sometimes. Yes, either true, false, also treated as 0, 1. So strongly remember, these are the majorly important and regular coding we are going to be using. For example, the declaration of variable, few examples I'll show you here. Simply first string, like independently we are making a sessions for independent string, int, float, char, bool. You need not worry at all. Here to making a simple examples, I'll show you how to store like a string data by making a variable, creating a new variable, and also how to store a number. I'll show you here. More details we'll see in step by step. I'll show you detailed lectures as well. Okay, so here you just simply observe like a string st. Yeah, just a second. String, and here like what the value we are going to be like a name I'll take. This is the data type, variable type. Also you can say that it's a variable type. The name of the variable I have taken as a name. Equal to, using equal to operator. This is the operator. We can say that this is the equal to. We can say here in the programming language, especially if I've written here, means I can say that it's a assignment operator. Means what is assignment operator? John, and ends with the terminator. Let's see this statement. You need to understand very clearly. You need to understand. Here I'm writing variable creation or declaration. Both are same, creation or declaration of a variable, a new variable. See, simply I can say that this is the name of the variable. Name is a variable. And also I can say that simply you will understand one more variable I'll write, string only, like yes, string address, and here within the double quotes I can say that country name I'm writing just USA simply, and ends with the terminator. So here we can take it country USA. So what you understand very clearly here, this is the one of the variable. The name is, variable name is name only, and here one more variable I have created, and this is the name like a country. The variable name is country, and using equal to operator I'm assigning this text like a string value, where the text or number or symbols, anything you are using surrounded with the double quotes, means it is called, it's a string data type. It's a string data. Strongly remember, there is no doubt at all. And you should strongly, clearly, very clear with such a basics to write a program and expanding your own thinking and ideology. Yes, clear. Now here it's a string, it's a type of data. What type of data is going to be storing in this particular variable? This is a variable, and what type of data is going to be storing in this type of variable? It's a string type data. And using equal to operator, I'm going to storing this USA is a like a double quote surrounded text. this particular string text I'm going to storing means loading. I'm trying to assigning this variable. Yes, this is the part is completed here. Means variable is created using type of variable. What is the variable name, and using equal to operator I'm storing the data. How I can read this name to get the this John and USA? It's a super easy. Let's see. Earlier also you have seen system dot to see the output of a something print hello world program. This way we are using like a println or print. So here system dot out dot println, this name you can write here. That's it. What is this? This is the variable I'm written here. Now you just try to run this program. Control Shift plus F10. Yeah, run this variables file, class file. You will see the output. Only John. What I'm trying to reading this variable, what the variable is assigned a value, that value only it's reading here in this line number 14 statement. We have seen only the John. Beautiful. This way the static data string I am loading into the variable. Just I'm trying to reading such a variable. I am able to see what it is inside the variable memory address. So we can say that this is the way we can say that a variable is a container where data is going to store a value or data wherever we require to use or read or access this data from the variable from the computer memory system. Beautiful. For the next one, if I want to read like a system dot, when I press dot out dot println, let's see my ID is also greatly supports. When I am starting country, the variable is showing. Just hit enter to complete the typing, save it and run the a compiler. You see John is for this statement output, USA for this statement. Beautiful. Beautiful. This way you just try to write and create more variables, then only you will understand more easiest way. So here a few examples I'll write here quickly, like a int, integer type of variable. So my number equal to something I'll assign. My number is assigned system dot out out dot println of my number. Select this, hit enter. Now just run this code. You will see 345. Just simple example number. Only number. Number means there is a only plain number you have to specify. When an integer means it's a number, means like only 345, like a whole number, 0 to 9 number only. There is a no single quotes or double quotes are not surrounded. Strongly remember, if I specified double quotes over here, it will be treated as a string. So ID is also saying that underline, red underline, some bulb is coming here, like a check here. If you place mouse sometime, provided string, required date, required type is integer type data to be stored into this my number variable, whereas you are provided string type of data. How beautifully this ID is also helping you to correcting you. So if I am changing this to this, it's correct. String data is going to be loading. Now if I am changing this to int, integer, you need to remove this double quotes surrounded. If you double quotes are surrounded, means it's called as a text or string. So number doesn't have. Got it? And also one more example we will write here for like a float, a simple examples, simple. Okay, write the price. The float type of data which is going to be like a price is equal to 25.30 f and ends with the like a floating point number ends with the f character. Clear? So let's see to reading, you know this system dot out, yes, out dot println. So here you can specify price. That's it. By reading this, just run it and check the data type. So make sure here 25.3. So 0 is out of date. Like if you place like a 6 or 7, you will get the second number also after decimal. 2 numbers you will get it. Got it? 25.36. Beautiful. Now the same way we can we'll do like a much more lectures. You don't worry what the variables I'm creating here. You need to concentrate on variables. Now the next one, char type. So status, just I'm taking like a single quote of present. The student is ends with the terminator. Now system dot out dot println. So status, that's it. Now one more boolean expression of boolean, like what we can take it, like switch on, off, true, false, so such anything we can take it, like supply. Just simply I'm taking supply, true, that's it, true or false. So system dot like out dot println supply, is the materials are going to be supply or not, true, false, that's it. Simple examples, like a static information I am going to assigning all the variables 25.3 like a pass, the status of P, and a true is like a supply. These are the informations we have written very keenly and understandably. So this way you need to create as much variables for your own system practice. As many variables you try to create and practice in a good way, definitely you will clearly understand what is the type of data is going to be storing in a variable, how you are going to be reading by writing in this way. One more great information and example I'll tell you, like one time I have read in this variable, right, one time only here. If I want to read multiple times the same variable repeatedly, is it possible? Let's see, just I'm taking 2, 3, 4, 5 times just the same boolean, this variable I am reading multiple times. Will it be acceptable? See, as many times, one time declaration, as many times you can read the same variable different ways in different places. The same value you will get. This is the major advantage of using variables in computer programming. So strongly remember, in the next lecture I'll show you how create a master rules to making strong programming without you need not to keep on repeating the writing of the variables different ways. It's a really hectic. So strongly I'll share a few rules to creating standardizations of making standard variable declarations. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.